Music has always been a big part of my life. I've always sang, I've always been a vocalist by nature, and even though I came into Clemson being a theater major, music minor, quickly 2 weeks into my time here, I realized that I need to be actually pursuing my passion, something that will actually bring me joy, and that was one of my main reasonings. I understand my instrument a lot more. I also have so much more knowledge of how to explore my voice. I have had the opportunity and the chance to come here and learn a genre like classical and understand another part of my voice that I would have never understood if I had not chose to do this specific degree, and also really growing into who I want to be as a personal artist and going into commercial music and opening up about my songwriting and what I want to do in that field. I did a lot of art songs. So I did some Italian and by Ideale by Tosti. I did 2 by Stefano Denaudi, O del mio amato ben, and Amarosi. I also did 1 aria. I have done 4 Mozart arias, but I selected 1 because I love me some Mozzi, but also I feel like that best encapsulated the growth of my voice over the time I've been here and really becoming more confident in my upper register and really owning that I am a soprano. I did some Clara and Robert Schumann, and then in my musical theater, a lot of my musical theater were pieces that I liked. I love A Sleeping Bee. I really liked the energy of that piece. And then musical theater, I did one of the pieces with one of my best friends, Nia Evans. Get out your white dress. You've done it before without much success. And then sang Home, which is from The Wiz, which is one of my favorite pieces of all time. And then I sang one of my original pieces called Holding On. Though it doesn't necessarily start until you hit senior year, this is something I've been thinking about since I decided to fully go for my passion and change into the major. So I'm thinking about all of the pieces and selecting them like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year of like what best embodies me and like who I am as an artist and as a person. Because in the end I want to enjoy it. I would definitely say the process, as technical wise, a lot of voice lessons, a lot of personal accountability. So very blessed to have Grace Berardo and doing those extra sessions of coaching. For her specifically, I would always go into a coaching with Grace with something in mind. I would start by analyzing or wanting to work on one specific set. I'd be like, oh, English art songs is today. I want to work on all Italian. I want to work on all German. Or just working all on musical theater. That was how I approached that specific way of going about the lesson. I learned that I needed to take a little bit more time with myself and understanding that it is okay to just process the emotion, and I am human and I don't need to go into every single voice lesson being prepared, being perfect, or going into every single voice lesson being unrealistic. That life happens and I am experiencing that while also trying to, obviously I care a lot about the work that I'm putting in and wanting to make the most of my time, but also just learning to accept yourself as a human. I would say my first milestone and like favorite moments. My first one was my sophomore year spotlight. I thought that was very exciting, but it also, I had already had a year to kind of figure out working into the major, and so to come back sophomore year and just have like an opportunity to be selected to sing for a spotlight. As nerve-wracking as it was nice to know that like, oh, like, okay, I am growing, I am developing. And also in a very new genre for me, I sang a Mozart piece for the first time. So it was a little nerve-wracking, but that was a very fun milestone. I would say definitely within the major. Some fun moments, our opera trips. Oh my gosh. I had the best time being able to have those little mini field trips within the major. It was not something that I expected, but it definitely is nice to be so close and so tight knit, and I feel like we get that opportunity as well within seminar. So far, my future plans and aspirations after music, I touched base on it a little bit, but going through this major, aside from just wanting to hone in on my instrument, I feel like I've done that through these past 4 years. But I also got more confident in my songwriting skills, and so post grad, I do plan to continue working on that, continue to release projects and EPs. Remember it, Constance, and just continuing to collaborate with music in that way, whether I'm writing my own pieces or writing for other artists. And also, I'm in the works of working on my portfolio to send into some schools. Let yourself be. I think a lot of the times we are in this new environment in college and we just want to do all the things, and we're insecure about what we don't know or what we could know or where we came from and things like that. I feel like we just have to just let ourselves be, because a lot of the times we'll psych ourselves out of opportunities and other moments, or just to make ourselves grow and expand from fear. But sometimes it's really simple. It's really simple. You make close connections by just asking someone where this is at, or where the restroom is, where the class is, things like that. And just being okay with who you are, regardless of your background, and like however it may be perceived, because regardless of where you came from, the people for you are gonna love you. So